Justin Trudeau has announced he's stepping down as the Prime Minister of Canada and as the leader of his party. He's been in office for 9 years. He also announced the temporary suspension of Parliament. Mr. Trudeau has been under pressure to resign for months, with more than 20 fellow members of his Liberal Party publicly urging him to go. Well, here he is making his announcement on the steps of the Prime Ministerial residence in Ottawa.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Let's go now to our North America correspondent, Neda Tawfik. Neda, hello again. We watched that statement by Justin Trudeau a little earlier. Tell us more about what he had to say.
Well, Justin Trudeau said that he had discussed with his family his future. He described himself as a fighter numerous times, but as we heard there in his statement, he ultimately decided that given the internal battles within his own party, more than a dozen members of Parliament calling on him to resign, that he decided he could not be the best option in the upcoming election. He said Canadians deserved a real choice. And he said that he would prorogue Parliament, so suspend Parliament until March, which would really stave off a kind of no-confidence vote in the government for some time. But Justin Trudeau, after 9 years in office, and after for months really signaling that he would push on and stay on as the leader of the Liberal Party, despite polling that showed very unfavorable ratings. Finally, he has decided that the internal battles are just too much for him to fight against. And it really came after his Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister, Chrystia Freeland, suddenly resigned in mid-December, citing sharp criticism of Justin Trudeau and his handling of Donald Trump's threats of steep tariffs. So after the winter break, we now have the answer: Justin Trudeau deciding he will step down as soon as the Liberal Party chooses a successor.
What's next for Canada then, Neda?
Well, now we are going to see a very intense battle now for the leadership of the Liberal Party. There are already several names being circulated about who could go on to replace Justin Trudeau as leader of the party. But aside from that, Liberals are down in polling against the rival Conservative Party. And elections need to be held on or before October 20th. We could see a no-confidence vote in Parliament once it gets back in session in March. So a lot that Canada is going to be facing in the next few months as Canadians face a housing crisis, rising costs, and the threat of even more economic trouble with its relations with the United States.
OK, thank you very much for that. Neda Tawfik, our North America correspondent.